noticing the graduation, you see, but there we go, 64 colors is, you get away with it. The reason why it's changing shape is that when I move over a pixel, see here, we're getting all the color changes. When I move over a pixel, it's selecting that color. Okay, 64, looks like we can get away with it. So I go File, I'm going to go Export, and I'm going to go Nav Up. Okay, and I'm going to click that, save that into my images folder, and click Save. And now what I'm going to do is going to go back to my original. I'm going to go to my, just going to close down our properties here, we don't need this at the moment. Frames and history, and I'm going to go to Over. Now I'm going to go File, Export, and this is just going to be called Nav Over. And click Save. So now if I come back to Dreamweaver, and if I delete this text here, and if I go to this icon here to insert a rollover image, and it's asking me for the image name, so I'm just going to go original image, browse, and this is going to be nav up, which is here. So I click select, and then rollover image is browse, and this is nav over. I click select, and then when click go to URL. Now I don't have the page constructed just yet, but I'm going to tell this to go to about, or even I can select one of the existing pages. Maybe I should go to, say, style page just for the time being, and click select and click OK. And there we go, there's our button. So we've got the asterisk up here, which means we have to save. So we go File, Save, then Alt Tab back to my browser. I'm going to click refresh, and this is it. And when we roll over, you see how you're getting a button type of effect, as if we're actually hitting down on the button in some way. Okay, and what you can do now is, if you want this to say, if you want to put the text on the button, what we could do is we could come back to Fireworks, we could go to Up, we could go to Layers, and we could use our text tool, and we could say About. Okay, so we need to come back to our properties. Just going to make that a bit smaller. And just maybe give it an effect, because at the moment it needs some sort of glow that we can't actually see it enough. I'm going to reduce the size of the glow, and I'm going to give the glow that color there. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom in for this. The reason I put a glow on it is because to make it more defined, because on the white area you tend to lose the about text. Okay, so I'm going to do is, that's it at the moment. Now the thing is, it's not on the frame over. So in frame up, I'm going to go edit, copy, I'm going to come down to frame 2, and I'm going to go edit and paste. So now up and over is in the same place. And what I'm going to now is I'm going to adjust the color of the text. So I'm going to highlight the text, and I'm going to change this to a, let's say, gray. So when you scroll over, so up and over, gives you the effect of a color change on the button. So I'm going to go File, Export, and this is nav up, and click Save, and we replace that, and then go over, and we go File, Export, nav over, and click Save, and we replace that. And now I'm going to go Save As this document, and I want to call this document nav about, and we click Save. And now if we come back to our browser, we can see here the image has been updated, or that's in Dreamweaver. And if we come back to our browser and click refresh, there we go, and you see how it's changing color on rollover.